Rayman, games. Mario, Sonic, Babsy. No, we don't talk about Babsy. Did you even know Babsy has more games after Babsy 3D? Anyway, every major game studio tried their best to capture what made their 2D platformers work in the three-dimensional world. But there is one game that never made it to be polygonal. Jackrabbit. I actually never played the original Jazz or Jazz 2, I was more of a Captain Claw kind of guy, I just liked this furry animal better than this one. But nevertheless, Jazz had a huge impact on the platforming genre for the PC. People were crazy even in my country because of the colorful graphics, amazing gameplay and great music. And it was the 90s, 2 dimensions started being lame and people wanted to test their new and expensive hardware on something more challenging. So, Epic Games, the creators of Jazz, being too busy creating their now 3D engine called Unreal, told another studio, World 3 Games, to start the development and use Epic's engine to show the capabilities not only in first but third person type of games. Jazz 3D was being made and done in 1999 and about 20 to 25% with only the first area made possible to play, because yes, Jazz 3 has a playable alpha demo that can be downloaded from the link in the description. Please be aware that you download it on your own safety. So, the first area of the game was supposed to be the Castle Carotus, the sort of a main hub to the rest of the game with a tutorial stage, interactive NPCs, and a shop for Jazz or other heroes to buy their upgrades or health. That didn't age well. The game was supposed to have 7 different areas according to the whole game design document that can be found on the internet. The map shows that those levels were going to be bizarre because they were made as child dreams. The story of the game follows almost directly after the end of the second Jazz Jackrabbit, as the titular character marries the princess Eva Earlong and has with her 6 children. The children then get captured by the evil Turtle King Devon Shell, who uses their dreams to create an alternate reality where Eva and Jazz stopped existing. That's when the Jazz and his family gets into action and try to destroy the plans of this hardcore turtle that doesn't know when to admit defeat. Of course, the game was not only going to have a single player mode, the developers were ready to implement a whole multiplayer with different like battle mode, which would be just a simple deathmatch, capture the flag or giant king of the hill, and interesting variation of the game mode where the player with the crown starts getting bigger, making him stronger but also an easier target to hit. There was also going to be a Jazz Racing mode, a possible even new game in the Jazz Jackrabbit universe was said by the GDD itself. Of course, we should always consider making this an individual game and milking the cross-license and additional rewards. This is more like a Wipeout XL Mario Kart style of game. Race along with modeled vehicles against enemy AI while picking up optional weapons and attacking. Tube Electric would provide a design example for this type of mode in regards to a Wipeout style. Racing could be complex to implement in the Unreal Engine, so this mode is currently optional and under research. So, what was given to us in the aforementioned alpha demo if someone is too scared of their computer getting a virus? Don't worry then, I will also answer that. The demo starts with Jazz in the main hub of the Carotus village and can go into one of the I think 5 different locations. The tutorial level, where the player can learn anything that their hero can do, jump, shoot, run, etc. The forest level, where we can find the first enemies that we can kill with the provided firepower. There are not much variety in the enemy encounters, as the alpha only gives us 3 different types of killable animals. Turtles that can charge at us and hide in their shells, bees that can fly and are harder to hit, and... Is that Tex? The never finished and weird level where a lizard guy tries to attack the bunny NPC, where you can get some sort of a crystal and use it. I don't really know what was supposed to be here, I'm sorry. And last, and actually least, the castle level, where we try to rescue our first child from the Cosmo, Devan's evil servant who controls the whole castle. He was supposed to be the game's first main boss, but in the demo and the design document we can learn that demo will not feature Cosmo, but instead have a temporary boss location at the end of the basement level. JJ3D also have some unfinished levels that we can explore by using the command option built in the game, and after using the command open plus name of the map we want to load, it takes us to some more interesting levels the game has to offer but never got finished. JLoad.UNR is the largest unfinished level with a couple of enemies and NPCs to talk to. They tell the player that the red lizard stole their key to something, and we have to get it back. After a quick jump into the pit that makes me shiver a little bit, we can't actually go any further because the water wasn't programmed, so we get into some kind of a limbo. Tom's level is, I guess, a test by one of the level designers to better understand the engine they were working on. Jay Bordin shows us that there were supposed to be a mechanic for riding on a snowboard, but I'm sorry, I can't show you guys more than this because my beast machine couldn't handle a 20-plus-year-old console game. Entry.UNR is an interesting level because we can get into it with the multiplayer or battle modes, yet this one feels a little bit off, like the whole area around us has some weird dark power that we can't do anything about. So why the game never came to be? The premise seems interesting, the fanbase of the game would love to play a new Jazz Jackrabbit title when it was still popular, but the problem as always lays somewhere in the publisher. At least, the lack of one. Epic couldn't find a publisher after Jazz 2 was not a commercial success for the last publisher, Gathering of Developers. That's another sad story for a beloved franchise to many. But at least we can still try out what was leaked with the alpha demo of the game, and with that, this chapter of the story in the land of Nevermade comes to an end. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.